Just a real quick video on issues to do with front tires. So my front tire is getting pretty low, right in between the center line and where these, so right down here, like right when you start to churn. And this reminds me, looking at this reminds me of when I was riding my first motorcycle, 76 Honda Super Sport 554. And when I brought it in, they pointed out to me that the top part, when you have a crevice like this, the top part was much higher than the low part. And the mechanic called me back and pointed that out to me and said, "Do you know why that's happening?" I said, "I haven't a clue." I was 17, just, hadn't been riding for more than 5 or 6 months. And he said, "That's from accelerating out of churns." And I was like, okay, that's good. I love accelerating out of churns. You're done with the apex, you see the end of the churn up in front of you, and you just start to roll on the gas. It's a great feeling. And he said, yeah, it is, but it's also very dangerous. I said, explain. He said, when you throw on the brakes, do you notice the front shocks shrinking and all the weight goes up to the front of the bike? Just like when you really accelerate hard, you'll notice these shocks get bigger and all the weight goes to the back of the motorcycle. So if you're in a real hard churn and you really gun it, you're decreasing more than like 50-70% of the weight off of that front tire. And if you've got some low tread like you, and you're really leaning in that churn and you really roll on the exhaust, that front end might just slip out on you. So that's just something good to remember about that front end and accelerating out of churns. But most of us don't have enough horsepower unless it's kind of wet, like dew in the early morning, or if it's slick from rain. Most of us don't have quite enough horsepower. But with these new Harleys and these new sport bikes, you've got enough horsepower. God bless.